犬と猫と魚がいる. There is a dog, a cat, and a fish.
This fucking... Hey, welcome to a Japanese from Zero live stream that I'm doing on the Polyglot George channel because I don't do well with live streams typically, and these are normally junk live streams. This might be a good live stream and it might not be a good live stream. I don't know. We're going to try to tackle a question today. Oh, No. Hey everyone. We're going to try to tackle a question today that got asked on fromzero.com. It gets asked a lot, and it's actually a really good question. And because I'm a professional streamer, I don't have the question up anymore because I just spent the last 30 minutes trying to get my camera settings better, which I was successful at for the first time ever. I can now move with a lot less stutter, which is nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go find this question, and then I'm gonna read it to you. But you have to be patient because I'm not there yet. Give me a second. Also, let me know if you're here in the chat. I don't know what's happening with my settings here. Let me know. I'm in this new studio. Guys, my studio is destroyed downstairs. So oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. All right. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? All right, this is from, who is this from? Almighty Adam 15 is his username. He says, "Hi. I'm close to completing book 1 and I'm very excited to move on to book 2. However, I still struggle to understand when I hear spoken Japanese. I feel confident when reading it in the lessons, but when listening, I have to play the audio a few times to be able to understand it fully. There's nothing wrong with the audio," he says. "By the way, it works great. But anyone have any advice to help me improve my Japanese listening skills? Any help would be greatly appreciated. Arigatou gozaimasu." Well, let me tell you, this is not a problem I am not unfamiliar with because I have the same problem in Korean. My Korean ability is higher than what I can process in speaking in normal conversation because I haven't listened to enough Korean. And that's my advice to you. You've got to listen to a lot more Japanese, and you have to understand listening and interpreting while you're also thinking about what you want to say has got to be the hardest skill. It's the hardest skill. So there was a point though where I realized there's a way to really improve your levels. It seems simple. Everyone says it, but it's true. You have to increase the amount of Japanese that you're listening to. So I did that with an app. A simple podcast app. And what I did was, for Korean at least, and I'm going to give you some recommendations for Japanese, but let me just show you how I do it. So I have an app called Downcast. You don't have to get Downcast. It doesn't have to be that one. It just happens to be the one that I use. Okay. And I found Chinese podcasts and German podcasts and Japanese and Korean. And let me go ahead and, I probably should have done this ahead of time, but I'm not super professional. Let me get my Bluetooth hooked up and we're going to play some podcasts that you would do really well to just listen to in the background. And the thing is, you're not going to understand it, especially at this level of Japanese, but you're going to be giving your brain raw material. And as you learn Japanese, the patterns that it heard that you didn't even comprehend consciously, it's going to be there. And you're going to go, wait a minute. Why do I know how to say this? This is immersion. This is a form of immersion. There's a lot of Japanese things that I would say, I don't know, a good 30% of the things that I say in Japanese, I've never thought, what is it in English? I just know it in Japanese because my wife uses it. My friends would use it. I'd see it on a drama. I see it on a TV show. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Is it this one? It is this one. Come on, baby. Yes, we have connected. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example Is she updating this anymore? I am not sure. This is a pretty good one. Hopefully, no, she's not updating anymore. But she has 228 episodes. This is Judy. So this is a very short one. I like the content. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit. I don't think I have this set to autofocus. So it's not gonna. Yeah, sorry. It's just you're gonna look up Juri, okay, in the search. You just look up Juri in your. You could do this with any podcast reader, okay? And you should find it. Look for this yellow icon, okay? And we're just gonna play one of them, okay? Now, what's fun about this topic? Now, most of my viewers are men, like 95%. So this topic will be good for you. Her whole thing is how even a beast can marry a beauty. It's Beauty and the Beast is her concept. And it's like, I'm going to help you guys know how to talk to girls. So it's very normal speaking stuff that relates to probably to your life as a man who likes Japanese girls, theoretically. But don't worry, if you're not into that, I'll give you another one. But let's listen to this. Is episode, let's see what's a good one here. Okay, this is episode 228. It might be her last episode. I'm not sure. It's a 3-minute episode, and the question is, Date no toki no yofuku to wa? What clothing would I wear on a date? So let me go ahead and stop the music here, which was, it's nice background music, but not appropriate right now. Here we go. So this is I'm playing it right now.
こんばんは、ジュリです。今日も早速質問の方から読み上げていきたいと思います。ジュリさん、お久しぶりです。ライブ配信とかチェックしています。ありがとうございます。今日ちょっと聞きたいのは、成り行きで付き合って彼女になった人がいるんですが、俺の誕生日にディナーを約束するらしく、どんな服を着ていけばいいのかわかりません。できたらアドバイス欲しいです。それと、この女性とこのまま付き合っていった方がいいのでしょうかという質問です。ありがとうございます。成り行きで付き合えちゃったのがすごいなと思います。そして、俺の誕生日にディナーを予約してくれるってなんか嬉しいですよね。
Now, I do wish her audio was a little bit cleaner. She has this intro that she used to do on some of the episodes, and the audio is amazing. It's like, "Hi, this is Judy," and you're like, "Oh, this is great." And then when it cuts from the intro, it goes, "All right, guys, now my iPhone's 4 feet away." It's not as good. But we're gonna play another one after this. This has much more cleaner audio. Obviously, the better the audio source, the better when you're trying to listen. Again, I don't expect you to understand probably any of that. You might have heard Ore no Tanjoubi, my birthday. You might have heard that, but you don't have to understand. But what you do have to do is listen and keep studying Japanese. And there will be things that come up in those podcasts that you hear over and over again, and you're going to be like, well, what is that? Let me figure that out. And then you'll learn something. When I started learning Chinese, I was listening to a bunch of Chinese, and they kept saying, dega, dega, dega. And then there was another thing they said. Actually, that might have been Korean. There was another thing they said. Oh, they go, ranho. So they would say, in the Chinese ones, always, I would hear ranho, ranho, ranho. And it meant like, and then. And I didn't know that. But because I heard it, now it's something I can't forget because I heard it so often, okay? All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play another one that I really like. Now, the topic is more advanced. It's politics, okay? It's called Ida Koji no OK Cozy Up. So if you look up COZY up, Cozy Up. It's this one right here where my finger is here. I'm sorry, it's blurred out. But this guy every day releases. Let's listen to the most recent one. This is literally today. Here we go.
Nippon Hoso Podcast Station.
Okay, first of all, that pronunciation of Nippon Hoso? No, it's Nippon. Come on. That's some foreigner doing that. And Japanese people think English is cool. And so when they have an American speaking in a stupid Japanese accent with an American, they think it's cool for some reason. Nippon Hoso. Shut up. No.
1月11日木曜日、今日の天気は曇りのち晴れ。
Now here's what's cool. He always starts with the date, the time, and the weather. It's really cool. It's like, so you could hear that every single day and you would start understanding how, what you could look up. Well, I hear kumori all the time. What's kumori? What's tokidoki ame? What are all these times that he's saying? What's the date that he's saying?
日本放送飯田浩司の OK コージーアップ
Now, even though they are talking, you know, he's going to have a commentator on there, and that commentator, it's normally this woman, I forget her name. I don't know if she's there today. She's got a great voice. He's got a great voice. And even though they're talking about what the Biden administration is doing and, you know, how the war in Israel and Palestine and all of that, you know, it's high level stuff. The conversational method that they're speaking is really nice. It's just really nice to listen to in the background. And if you ever understand it, because sometimes they talk about normal things. In the very beginning, they have this back and forth where they might be talking about my daughter this and my dog that. And sometimes you can, that might be enough for you for the day. You'd be like, oh, that was enough. I understood his dog is sick, or his dog, he got a new dog. You don't know what he said all the time, but sometimes you will. And I remember when I was doing Korean, I haven't done it in a while because I just got back from Korea and I'm kind of all Koreaned out for a moment. But I was listening to that show every day, and they had call in where people would call in and say like, my husband's doing this, and they want advice, and it was really cool. And every now and then I would get into this. I don't know how else to explain it. All of a sudden, I understood everything that was happening for a brief period, 3-4 minutes, because I caught the topic and I was able to understand it, and it was amazing. And it's a nirvana moment. And if you start listening to more and more Japanese, and you keep listening to a variety of podcasts, I'm going to tell you a way to find new podcasts, because the ones I'm recommending are the ones that I found that I liked. But there's a way that you can search for them and find newer ones, okay, that you might like, that are better, that maybe are more your style. What I don't recommend, and this is just a personal taste for me, is listening to things that are designed for learners of Japanese. That's a cheat code, and I don't think it's a good cheat code, because if you only listen to things where people are speaking with proper intonation and always speaking in a way that is easy to understand, you won't understand when people are talking in normal speed. So what my goal is, and I would recommend to you, is your goal should be, is listen to stuff that is made for native people. Okay? For example, if you like a video game, go find someone on YouTube playing that video game, and you will be shocked at how bad their Japanese is in terms of like raw Japanese. Like, it's a completely different vibe from どうしましょうか? 死にましたか? That's textbook Japanese. We don't want textbook Japanese, even though that's what you're learning. You have to have that intermediary step where you're learning it that way. But then you have to find a way to listen to the natural Japanese, where they're mumbling, where they're skipping a word, where they're dropping their particles. All right, let's listen a little bit more to that broadcast.
朝6時を過ぎました。おはようございます。日本放送アナウンサーの飯田浩司です。
おはようございます。日本放送アナウンサーの新業一華です。
日本放送飯田浩司の OK 工事アップ、この後8時まで生放送です。中継に昔は出ていたりとかですね、あるいは今もいろんなところ取材に行ったりすると、やっぱり現場の人たちのなんというか知見というかね、やっぱ現場ではもう当たり前にやってる、そして常識だよっていうことが本当素人にとっては一個一個は目から鱗が落ちる経験だなっていうのはね、いろんなところで聞いて、だからいや大したこと知らないんですよっていう人には、
大したことは知らないですけど、like even he was not speaking super clean. He's speaking relatively natural Japanese, okay? Anyway, that is Cozy Up. You can find it that way. Now, you can find other podcasts. Now, I've had mixed results using the Apple podcast search, but the Downcast one, which is it's a paid app, I'm not affiliated with it. I don't even know if they sell it anymore, to be honest with you. But I like it. It's not like it's the best. It's just I like it. But when I search with that, here's what I do. I type a random Japanese character, not a kanji. I type a random Japanese character into the search, like ha, hihueho, one of those, mami mumemo. And I just go through and I listen to an episode or two. So let's do it right now. Someone in the chat room, someone in the live chat, give me a random katakana or a hiragana. And when I see it, I'll type it in and we'll see what comes up. And then we're going to listen to the episode. If we like it, we'll subscribe. If we don't, we'll just move on. Okay. So let me go back to my search. I'm going to click add. I'm going to click search for podcast and I'm waiting. There's a slight lag. Someone tell me a character to search for. Okay. So I'm in the search. Slight lag. We'll wait. I don't even know how many people are watching, like 4 people probably. So it's not enough people to probably tell me anything. We'll wait though. Okay, tsu. All right, a random squid says tsu. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna type in tsu. Oops. Tsu. And I'm gonna hit enter. It's searching. It found all of these podcasts, okay? All right, here we go. This one is called Ereki Comic Yatsu no Sankokushi TV. I don't know what that is, but okay, here's another problem though. This hasn't been published in a while. I'm going to skip that one. I want one that was published recently because I want to hear recent things. Here's one. Okay, that first one I clicked was from 2010 was the last one. Okay, here's one from December 31st. It's called Nemureru Radio. Nemukunaru Ongaku. Okay, this is music, so we don't want that. This is, okay, let's move on. Let's see here. What's a more recent one? Here we go. Here's one. Here's a podcast. Kitaoka, I can't read his name, something no Okugoe. This might be news again. But it's from January 4th. Let's just see. It looks like it's business audio. Okay. Okugoe. It's loading. We're loading right now. This is the one I'm looking at right now. Okay, here we go. Wow, this guy has 478 episodes. Okay, I'm going to stream now. I might subscribe to this one. Depending how good the audio is.
新年明けまして
あ
おめでとうございま
That's
す。
starting out good.
というわけで、
2024ですね。
はい、2024でございますよ。
最近のポッドキャストは
はい
ここ数年、
はい。
元旦近かったんですよ、配信日が。
はあはあはあ、だんだんずれてきてるからね。
Well, the bonus for this, the good thing about this is it is normal speaking, but gosh, I wish they would just get a decent mic. They're not that expensive to set it up. Let's try another episode and see if it's any better. Right now, I wouldn't recommend this just because the audio quality should be good. It's unfortunate because he's got so many episodes.
キーボードをパンパンする人は何なんですか？
キーボードをカチカチカチカチみたいなですか？
なんか
I love that they're talking natural. That's a win. The audio is not good enough, though. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to skip that one. All right, let's move to another one. My key metric I'm looking for is, have they released some woman's prison? Oh no, I thought it was prison. It's research lab. Let's see what this is. Health and fitness. This is, I can't even read this. Sanjuro, maybe? Joshi Kenkyujo. So let's see what episodes we got. Here we go. So this is their latest one from Sunday. They have a guest, Maku-san from Canada, and a Canadian maybe. Okay, we'll see if they're speaking English or something. I don't know. Let's find out. Come on, good mic. Come on. Oh.
磯路女子研究所のアンズと
京子と、
バックです。
はい、今日はゲストにマックさんが来てくださいました。from カナダです。よろしく。
今日のゲストはマックさんが来ました。Like she's right up in the mic. At least it's better audio. But she's like, she needs a pop filter or something.
パチパチパチ。はい、
お願いします。
お願いします。
お願いします。Okay, audio's 80% there. Let's see what happens though.
さん、お久しぶりですね。
そうですね。お久しぶりですね。ちょっと
元気でよかったです。アンズさんとマックさんは初めてですよね。
はい、はじめましてです。
はい。
はい、はじめましてです。
マックさんは前々回超ロングお便りをくださった方で、過去にも何回かマックでスタバでマック開いちゃう系女子さんというペンネームでお便りくださってた方なので、あの人って思う方もいるかもしれないんですが、すごく人生経験豊富でネタ豊富すぎる方なので、まず
It's pretty good. I like that. Now, you don't have to understand it. You just have to have quality audio, okay? So I'm gonna subscribe to this one just so in case someone asks me later on. How do I do the subscribing? How do I do the subscribe in here? Okay, I'm just gonna hit the subscribe button. I'm in. Let's go to another one. Let's see here. Okay, there's a lot of unupdated podcasts you guys gotta search for ones. There's this normally it shows the date right there, the last podcast. Okay, here's one. This is called Himitsu Disco. It's Koto Barista Kabushiki Aisha. I don't know what that is. Let's see some of the episodes. It says it's business audio. You're going to get a lot of business audio, unfortunately. All right, this is episode 279. Top Channel Daihyo Torishimari Yaku Abe Kanako-san. So it looks like it's some sort of interview with the CEO of Top Channel, whatever that is. Long intro.
チューズデーナイトは秘密を語ろう。
Tuesday night は Unforgettable。
あなたの秘密を教えてください。
教えて。
ジルと
チャック。
秘密ディスコ FM。
Just FYI that if you want to wonder what cringe is in Japanese, to me that was very cringy. Tell me your secret, unforgettable.
This program is presented by.
When they do the English, I'm telling you, they think it's cool. Why does he need to do that? That would be like me starting every Japanese from zero and saying, 今日の番組のスポンサーはご覧のスポンサーの提供で whatever. Like, it's too much. Come on.
L&L Hawaiian barbecue.
Oh, so cool.
はい、皆さんこんばんは。
こんばんは。
So cool. Okay, first of all, audio's excellent. Intro, cringe.
こんばんは。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
大丈夫。
また秘密の火曜日の夜がやってまいりました。
はい、今日はもう最初から女性の声が聞こえて、
ね、すごいキュートな声。
はい。
ね、
はい。
後でゆっくりご紹介をさせていただきたいなと思うんですが、チャックさん。
はい。
またチョコレート食べてるでしょ。ね。
I like this one. I like it. I hate the intro, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna subscribe. Okay, just so that I have it in case someone asks later on. We're gonna do one more, guys. We're gonna look for one more. See, I like it. I like when they're okay, here we go. Okay, so what is this? Himitsu, another Himitsu? Himitsu no Opera Glass. Secret Opera Glass? Okay. This is arts, so this might be a little bit different than business. Let's see. It's this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. I'll probably try to link them when I release this on Japanese from Zero, not in the live stream.
プロデューサーも大好きなんだもん。
そうなんですよ。
Oops, I forgot to hit it now. Hang on. Let's see. 年末企画. Okay, what are we doing at the end of the year? Here we go. Let's see here. Let's stream this one. The topic doesn't matter. It just matters that you can hear the audio and your brain can hear people talking back.
Odie.
こんにちは、劇作家演出家の根本修子です。
Ooh, I like it.
根本修子の秘密のオペラグラス17回目の配信です。この番組は演劇に関わるスタッフをゲストに意外と知らなかった仕事内容や演劇との出会いなど普段は聞けないディープなお話をこっそりお届け。これを聞けば舞台の見え方がぐっと広がる、そんなオペ
This is deep discussion, probably, I don't know, it's about being performances and things like that. Because it's called Opera Glass, I'm wondering if it's about opera. So she's going to interview people behind the scenes. Let's see where this goes a little bit. Let me jump
ラグ
ahead.
ラスのような番組です。
I'm going to jump about 5
もう
minutes in.
年末ということで、来年2024年だけど、その帰った後もいろいろ仕事してるからみんなどこを終わりとするかがすごい難しいですけど、一番最初に終わる人役者じゃない？一番最初に帰るのは役者が帰ってからスタッフがいろいろやる時間っていうのがあるから、まあ、一番わかりやすく言うと最初に終わるのが俳優部で最後に終わるのが制作部かな。日によります。
Audio is excellent. Japanese level, excellent. Topic is, you know, the performers leave first and then the people that are left, you know, I don't care. I mean, I don't care about that particular thing. But there you go. That's how you look it up. Okay. Truck Kana channel is on YouTube. Okay. Yeah. Look, when I release this, there's going to be a lot of people posting their listening stuff. What I don't want is, here's how you learn Japanese. I want actual conversation. there's a disconnect between what you learn and what's out there in the real world, and that's the absolute truth. It's a truce, guys. All right, look, before I go, because they're coming to repair my studio. Do you guys want to see pictures of the studio? It's crazy. I mean, you want to see pictures of the studio? I don't know if I can show it to you because my phone's gonna blur out. The studio is completely destroyed, guys. It's completely destroyed. I didn't get to show pictures the other day. Let's see. It's a good one right here. Here we go. Let's see if you can see this. You have to imagine this is my studio. Yeah, it's blurry. Pretty bad. I cried. I had to take everything out. I had to like dismantle the whole studio so they could pull the floor up and fix the flood. It's so sad, guys. So sad. Anyway, so that's how you improve your listening. That's one way, is podcast. Improve listening by listening. The key thing is you cannot get frustrated when you don't understand. That is why you don't understand, because you haven't listened to a lot. The more you listen to, and if you keep studying, you will start to increase your word count, because you're going to look things up. You're going to have human curiosity. And what I would do if I were you is I would download that. There's a Japanese, if you're on an iPhone, iOS, it's called Japanese. It's a dumb name for an app, but that's what it is. It's a dictionary, and you can add words to lists. And then later on, you can do like spaced repetition with those word lists. It's my favorite dictionary app. I'm sure someone in the comments will recommend different ones or better ones. But if you hear a word over and over again, it's probably important. That's what you put in your books, in your note. All right. Thanks for watching. Any questions, guys? This part will be cut, but in case you guys had questions, anything, it's fine. Yeah, so I bought new lights for the new studio. I'm gonna take this opportunity, since I destroyed the studio that I've had for 2 years there. I'm gonna try to really improve it on the rebuild. I'm excited. Actually, I really like this studio. I'm really happy with this setup. It looks so good. Also, I don't know if you know, but like my camera's better now. Not as stuttery as it used to be. You have a question about reading? Go ahead. Capacious computer. What you got? Reading is hard. Before you even ask your question, this is what I would do. Find reading material that you can read in a browser. There's a website called shosetsu.com, SYOSETSU, I believe is how they spell it, but shosetsu. It's shosetsu ni naroka or something like that. Shosetsuka ni naroka is the name of the website. But you can read Japanese novels that independent writers have put up there. What's great about that is in your browser, you can get, there's a few extensions that you can just hold your mouse over the Japanese word and it'll tell you how to read the kanji. Because kanji is always the biggest part that ruins reading in Japanese. You said, your question is much more simpler. Do I still get mixed up between chi and ra? Never. No, I don't. Or is that just a beginner thing? Can I say something? I never even heard of that as a mistake. That's a good one. That's kind of a new one for me. Most people mix up sa and chi, or ah and o. Those are common mix-ups. Yeah, font. Well, I feel you on that. Font is a problem. When I was first learning Korean, about the first week that I went to Korea, and it was like my third or second day, and I'd made a bunch of Korean friends, and we all went to karaoke, right? To a norebang is what they call it there, a sing room. And I was like, oh my God, I listened to a bunch of K-pop, but I never tried to sing it, And so I was like, okay, I'll just try a song, And the font was so bad I couldn't read it. It was like this, everyone's Korean could read it, but the font was so twisted I couldn't read it. Also, it was too fast for me. I wasn't good enough yet. Now I've gotten better. But that just is a matter of practicing reading. You have to build that connection. You have to. Okay? There's still things that I mix up. Trust me. If you watch my live streams where I'm reading the news, you'll see I mix things up. Even now at this advanced age and this advanced understanding of Japanese, because I wasn't reading as much as I should probably throughout my, my career. But yeah, don't feel bad about it. They look similar. They have that same curve, but maybe focus on the top of the character, because chi is connected to its other stroke, whereas ra is not. Jaku Fex says, "You rock, George. Have a wonderful day." You just shotgunning in to say that. The Otaku Chicago says, this setup reminds me of the one with the vertical monitor, but less cringe. Was it cringe? When vertical monitor was cringe? To be fair, I'm cringe. I mean, it is. Yes. All I remember is the blue wig. Come on. I still got that wig somewhere. Yeah, those days are gone though, guys. No one cares about that sort of thing. The days where I would wear a blue wig and everyone thought it was funny, those days are gone. There's too much content now. This is like a complete junk stream as well. Who watches these streams? Nobody watches these streams, guys. I gotta tell you, man, even though I sound very positive right now, about before my studio crashed, man, was I depressed thinking about YouTube. I deleted more than half the videos on Japanese from Zero. They're all gone. Like, and as I was deleting, I was like, oh my God, the effort I put into this video, no one cared. Oh my God, the experimental thing I did in this video was so cool, no one cared. And it's just like, delete. Well, privating, right? So I got rid of, there was like 700 plus videos. They're all gone. The only live streams that are on there now are the ones where I'm teaching Japanese. The only videos are where I'm teaching Japanese. There's no experimental. There's no, here's Japanese in context type stuff. It's all gone. Like, here's what Japanese people are saying about PewDiePie. Gone. No one cared. There's very depressing for me, but I mean, it just is, it is what it is. I can't change it. People don't want that kind of content. I want to do that kind of content, but the audience isn't big enough for me to keep doing it, This channel is personal. Polyglot George channel is just me personally doing a video. So it's okay. It's like me talking to, if it's 10 people, I don't even know how many people are here. My doc. Oh, there it is. Well, there's 14 right now. I'm getting some sort of warning about, I think the stream is sending out too much data. The bit rate. Oh, lower. Oh, is my bit rate really crap? Oh, God dang it. My bit rate. I didn't get the, yeah, the bit rate's probably this. Even though I fixed my camera, it's probably not looking good. Oh man. Hang on. Let me, I can't change it though midstream. Oh man. Yeah, this is unfortunate. The output's way, oh, maybe I can change it right now. Hang on. 1200. Hey, looks like I can in the middle. Hang on. Let's see if it fixes it. Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, I upped it. I upped it midstream. Should get better now. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was changing settings and OBS does the software that I use to stream does this really irritating thing where if you change any setting, it defaults back to a lower level setting. Okay. Luchezar says, I was watching your streams on this channel when you were explaining this and I was thinking, have you thought about making videos explaining basic Japanese concepts in English without teaching Japanese? What? How could I do that? How would I teach basic Japanese concepts in English? Well, first of all, Japanese from Zero channel is all that. It's all me speaking English, teaching Japanese concepts. But I have to teach Japanese. That's what I'm explaining. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, if I really want a big audience, I can't be teaching Japanese. That's what I understand. It has to be, first of all, it can't be any personality in it. It's got to be much more shorter. Here's what you want. There's too many streamers. There's too many people now that do it that are good. When I started, there was nobody, but now there's a lot. So I'm stuck in that, where I can't compete with, people that are just pumping out quality lessons. Where I'm sitting here, doing a live stream like this. This is my type of live stream where it's just freestyle, where you have the Japanese streamers. They've got a plan. They've got their teleprompter. They're like, reading things. It's great. I don't do that, Explaining large numbers and how different it is. I already did that. That's literally the Japanese from Zero course. Oh no, I wouldn't just promote the books. No, I don't do that. I'm not a guy that would be like, guys, in the book we learn this and then not teach them. No, I'm going to teach them right there. No. But the thing is, there is no wide audience for learning Japanese. It's not a wide audience, not wide enough. I need to do like true crime in Japanese, Japanese true crime videos that are going to get that. Yeah, there are people that do that, like Matt versus Japan talks about the theory of learning and stuff like that. Not my thing. Not my thing. Just I want to teach, you know. I'll come up with something though. I'm formulating something in my brain. You know, the thing, here's the thing that I formulated already. Japanese from Zero channel will not be experimental anymore. It's just me teaching Japanese in the way that, like, if you look at my last video, that's the type of video I'm going to do. Got my PowerPoint up, cut to the, you know, to the half screen like this, you know, and we'll have the PowerPoint, and that's just what people are used to. That's what they're going to get. But even those videos get no views. It doesn't matter what I was producing, I wasn't getting any views, you know? So I figure if I produce anything that's outside the bulk of what's on that channel, and someone comes in and sees one of those videos and likes it and subscribes, if the next video they get is Japan Story Time or Japanese Topics Mania, or what do Japanese people say about PewDiePie, it's not what they signed up for. And in the very short 3 or 4 days that I've deleted all those videos, I've already got more subscribers starting to join. So I think my theory works, that I needed to just make the channel be all about Japanese. It needs to be more focused, and that's what it is. I appreciate the idea, Luchazar, but I've done tons of things where I just talk about Japanese and don't teach it, and it doesn't move the needle. I can't keep teaching book one stuff. Do you know what I mean? I already have a whole course that teaches. You have to understand, I literally every book I've done every book up to book 4. So what am I going to do? Like redo it? I can't redo it. I mean, I am going to redo it, for the record. I am going to redo book 1 because I rewrote book 1. So book 1 has a new revision, so I'm going to make videos for it. But there'll be a good boost then. But the thing is, I can't keep doing basic. There's only so much basic Japanese you can do. You know? I'll do more experimental, but it'll all be teaching experimental. It won't be creative. It's sad. It's sad for me because I'm creative and I want to be creative. Like the Japan Storytime stuff, which half of you probably no one even knows what that is, where I had a whole story where I was blending in Japanese with English. And I had this whole thing worked out, this really cool story. And at the 5th episode, no one was watching. So why would I finish it? You know what I mean? Maybe I should, but it takes so much effort to finish it. And I already lost all motivation on it. You know, I can't be happy making something if no one else is happy watching it. You know what I mean? You know, the thing that I make for myself would be like my novel. Like Japanese Storytime was me trying to combine my love of writing stories and teaching Japanese. It just didn't work out. And there's not enough motivation for me to do it. I loved doing it, but I like writing my novel more. So I'll spend time writing my novel. That doesn't require anyone to like it. That just requires me to finish it. Yeah, I know. I understand. I've been doing this for 20 years, 25 years now, capacious. And I have book sales data for all those years. And I have usage data of the websites. I know book 1 is the best. And it's just a strong cutoff that keeps every level people drop. I'm very much aware of that. But you have to understand, me as a creator, I'd rather not keep doing beginning stuff. I don't want to. It's not as fun for me. You know? Yeah. I mean, I saw a big channel the other day that had like 500,000 subs, and all they were doing was like vocabulary lists. And I was like, God dang it. No effort at all. It's just like, inu, neko. You know, or sorry, inu, dog. Neko, cat. Ugh. That's what people want. They're just looking for the utility of it, you know? You know, like shut up and teach me. I don't care about, I mean, to be fair, I sometimes go really off on a tangent, but they don't care about the jokes. They don't care about the stories. There are people that do, but overall, they just want to learn. They just want to hear the good lesson. That's it. That's all they're here for. I've been told more than you can imagine. Just can you just teach Japanese? Stay in your lane, you know? But really in my heart, I want to do true crime or religion, how there isn't a God, or whatever I'm talking about that day. I love that. But do I want to do the research on that? Probably not. But once I do it once, I think I'd be good at it. You know, I even have a teleprompter. I don't know if you know that. I bought a teleprompter. It was set up on the one downstairs. I never used it, but I have a teleprompter. Actually, I wrote something. See if I can find it. Where would I have put that? I'm on a different computer, so I'm not exactly sure. I actually wrote something. Let's see, for the teleprompter. It was a Japanese thing. One of those videos I thought that would do well. Let me think about this. Where would I have put that? I don't think I would have put it in this folder here. Give me a second. This one's called Japanese Cannonballs for some reason. Japanese Cannonballs. What is this? Nothing, no sound. Huh. Okay, that wasn't it. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote something. Let me look up. If I had my other computer, I could see it, but can I get some data, please? Oh, that must be. That's episode 6 of. Yeah, see, I actually wrote episode 6 of Japan Storytime, and no one's gonna get it because I don't know. Look, Simply Walk to Mordor. I know you like my style videos. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. The people that are in this stream like what I do. You're the zero army, you know. But it is what it is. I have a friend who started learning Japanese a week ago, and the only thing he does is 5 minutes of Duolingo every day. How do I convince him that it's not going to work? Unless you're fluent in Japanese, you can't convince him. Duolingo is just a glorified. You just have to watch people. It's a glorified flashcard program, really. But just get people that have reviewed it. Most people that really know will tell you Duolingo doesn't really do much. It's a good review thing, but beyond that, you're not going to learn much. I haven't seen it recently. Maybe it's better. Yeah, the numbers are going to get me down always. What I love is high numbers. Does that make sense? So if I'm not getting the high numbers, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. It's too sad. Like the last live stream I did, I was bummed beyond belief. I quit that in about, I think I did like 10 minutes max. I didn't want to talk about it anymore. I was like, it's just so sad for me. I understand these are trash streams. I'm not talking about anything important. It's all George. George is troubled. George doesn't like streaming. George doesn't get views. It's all, first world problems, as I'm sitting here in my beautiful house, and I sell tons of books. I'm not struggling financially. I'm struggling mentally. You know what I mean? I'm struggling in losing relevance is really, as I get older, I know it's going to happen. I'm going to lose more and more relevance and people are going to care less. My daughter says I shouldn't say this. She says I should be very positive and invoke better things. And I'm going to try to, but it's sad for me, the world has changed. It is what it is. You won't march on my half, Otaku. The most popular I'll ever be is after death. When I die, there'll be a surge, and then it'll be like, it'll be gone. That'll be it. That'll be the biggest surge. Because that's what happened with Lao Shu. He had a big surge when he died. A lot of YouTubers get big surges when they die. That's where I'll have my big surge. Oh my God, I love George. Oh my God, I watched every one of his videos. The people go, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't know about him when he was alive. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, now I'm sad. Now I'm sad looking that I had already written this. I'm going to read it. Yeah, this is a whole story. I forgot I wrote this. Yep, here I am teaching how to say 4 o'clock. He's going to buy data in this story. I could fake my death every so often. That'd be great. You want views, but also to teach more advanced stuff seems like a choose one type. I mean, the videos that I have now sell books, so it's fine. Like there's a reason behind those videos, right? But I did have this thought. Exactly what you said. I should just teach basic stuff. I really should. I could take all those videos down and put them behind the paywall of From Zero. They're good videos. And the people that are paying, they watch because they're paying. right? I remember when I was first doing Yes Japan, and I would make a friend with somebody, and I would give them. They were already like they were using YesJapan.com, right? The courses, and then they would tell me how much they love it, and I would look at their account and I'd give them a free access because they're my friend now. I'll give you free access. That's when they stopped using it. People don't respect free. They really don't. I hate saying that. It's true though. They don't respect free. So I stopped giving away free accounts to people because they were using it. And it just it didn't anger me. It just upset me. It's like, really? Was that the goal, just to get a free account? You know, I still give away free books. Those somehow have value to people, but not online for some reason. Yeah, Jack, I appreciate you saying that. Like, I understand my position. I know that I've met people that are married now because of me, because they took my advice. I met people at the beginning of their journey who are now, like, they started out with and now they're huge on YouTube, you know, well, getting huge on YouTube and getting hundreds of thousands of videos for their Mexican guy speaks Japanese in their native language. Like, and I remember when he started, you know, there are people that have gotten big. So I know, and there are people that they'll tell me, like, without you, I wouldn't have continued. So I know that's there. That's nice. That's nice. But the fact that, you know, if you look at the view count on my recent videos, how low they are, it's sad to me, you know. I understand it's because it's the higher level stuff, but it's still sad to me. Hey, Uliana. I don't know what you mean by de. DE? Probably trying something else. Oh, man. I got to get back on track, though. I got COVID, right? I got COVID, and that stopped everything. I haven't walked. I haven't closed my rings on my watch in a long time. What is today? I'm gonna start next week to get my act back together. I do have my treadmill up here. Let's see, what do I got? What day is it? Thursday? Yeah, I think I'll give myself another 4 days to chill. Is it, Uliana? I don't think Japanese is important in your life, is it? Is it really? Uliana is my friend, by the way. We talk offline all the time. But is it really? I don't know. I feel like you got other things going on. You know? Oh, by the way, guys, the part of the video, there's a lot of people that have joined. It looks like there's a lot of people that joined. I apologize. The part where I talked about how to improve your Japanese listening skills was in the beginning of the video. I'm so sorry. I'm streaming here, but I made the cut. I'm going to make it a cut for Japanese from Zero. That's all I was trying to do. I was answering a FromZero.com question. If you guys got other questions, you can ask me, and maybe you'll take me out of my mode of complaining about my life. Which is a great life, by the way, for the record. I'm really not complaining. I have such a drive to do things that when it doesn't go amazing, I get upset. It's part of my drive. The depression that I get, the down days that I get is part of my drive, right? Just like if you're feeling like you're not moving forward in Japanese and it's bothering you, that means you have drive. If you are depressed, you got drive. People that are depressed have expectations that they put on themselves. That's what drive is. Drive is an expectation on yourself that you're going to do something. And when you don't do it, or when it doesn't go well, you're depressed. I have friends that never get depressed, but they have zero drive. One guy in particular, I don't think he's ever been depressed. I've known him for almost 30 years now. Never been depressed once. But he has no drive. It's either you always accomplish what you want, so you're not depressed, or you don't accomplish anything and you didn't want to anyway. You're just okay with the status quo. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. There's a lot of reasons for depression. It's not just that. There's a lot of reasons. So I'm just talking very generally right now, okay? Otaku Chicago says you started learning Japanese so you wouldn't have to wait for translators for manga and anime. That's a valid reason. A lot of people would probably do it that way. You know? Jakufek says, do I cook? I'm making tempeh. What's tempeh curry? I don't know what that is. I don't cook. I cook eggs. I only learned recently how to not crack the shell into the Do you know what the secret is? How to crack an egg without getting the shell inside the pan when you're making eggs? You're not supposed to crack it on the edge of the pot or the pan. You have to crack it on a flat surface. So you crack it on a flat surface and you won't break the membrane on the inside. So when you pop the egg out, it's super awesomely intact. That's what I learned recently. At this age, I finally learned how to cook an egg properly. I'm not. Oh, if you're always depressed? So depression, because I've looked it up. I mean, I have had my bouts with depression, but depression is sometimes physical too. Like when I was walking every day, I had way less depression. You know, it wasn't hitting me for months because I was walking every day and running every now and then. Diet also plays an effect sometimes. But you know what gets me depressed more than anything? The number one trigger for depression for me, looking at my competition. When I see anybody doing something better than me, that I think I could do better if I just put some effort in, oh, it kills me. Oh, it kills me. That's why I don't do collabs. I don't do collabs. You know, I met Matt versus Japan, but I didn't do a video with him. I didn't shoot a video when he was here. I could have. I thought about it, but I thought, nah, he'd probably just depress me. You know, because Matt makes fantastic videos. Like he's got good scripts, good wording. I love his videos. I love his look. I know he messed up. And some people think he's a scammer. I don't think he's a scammer. I think he's just young and tried to do something and didn't work out. Yeah, very often dietary. Yep. Luchazar says, when I get on my mountain bike in the sun, every problem of depression disappears. That's another problem too. Vitamin D, lack of vitamin D. Go out in the morning for at least 10 minutes, get some sun. That's why there's seasonal affective disorder in the winter. People are inside too much because it's cold and they're not getting enough sun. And also, you know, you might laugh, but when you get sick, going outside and getting that vitamin D helps too. I was laying out in my grass the second day I got COVID. I was dying. And I just went out and I was just like, oh. I actually fell asleep. I felt so good in the sun. I woke up. I wasn't dead. It was good. If you feel crummy, you think crummy. Yeah, Otaku, that's true. And I've also been in this, I got to pull out of this spiral I was kind of in. I'm definitely pulling out already. I already have hope again, but there's just like, the thing is, I'm aware that I get into these slumps, so it's not so bad. I know I'll be out of the slump. Like in the middle of the slump, I'm never like thinking, it's over. But I was thinking, oh God, it's just going to keep getting worse. And that was a bad feeling, you know? But the reality is, I need to listen to my own advice, which I give people all the time when if I have a business discussion or something like that, you know, because it doesn't matter who you are, whatever you create, there will be people that like it and there will be people that hate it. There's always both sides, right? And there are people that don't like Japanese from Zero, which is like super stellar, amazing, good. We sold, 500,000 copies of Japanese from Zero. It's an amazing book series, right? By all accounts, I would say, objectively even, it's a good book series. But there are people that don't like it. So the thing that saved me from feeling bad about the people that don't like it is, well, I didn't make it for them. Well, who's your target audience? The people that like it. That's it. So I need to listen to that and say, who am I making these things for? Who am I doing live streams for? Partially for myself, but also for the people that maybe I wish I could see everyone's circumstance. I know there are people that are at home alone, and this is somehow comforting to them. Somehow. There's this girl on TikTok that just does, I don't know if you've seen her. Her name is Misa, I think. She's this cute, I think half Japanese girl. And she's got this real innocent, like super sweet voice, and she just does parking lot reviews. It's the stupidest thing, but it makes me happy when I see it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, so happy. And I don't think she understands her impact. A stupid parking lot review, which is done tongue in cheek, but it's just, she's so cool. Like, so, I don't know. Her voice is nice. She's attractive and she's funny somehow, right? So I know that I'm that for somebody, not cute and attractive, but there are people that, are getting something out of it. And that's why I've got to make these work. That's what I got to start thinking, right? And ignore any of the haters. Not that I have a bunch of haters that are talking to me. I'm not popular enough to have a lot of haters. The highest viewer count of that. Yeah, it's actually amazing. This is actually an amazing amount of people watching a video. And I don't know what is different. It could be that I'm calling it how to improve your Japanese listening skills. Okay. And that's probably a good topic. And somehow when they got in there, they started watching more because I'm not even talking about that anymore. It also could be, you know, I'm thinking out a million reasons why this might be better. My camera's not stuttering like it was in the day. The studio lighting is maybe better. I don't know. It could be anything. People are fickle, you know. Here's another thing too, like in terms of content. I've said this before, but there's content creators that I would watch, that I watch a lot of their content. The minute they do anything outside of what I want them to do, I'm not going to watch. If the guy that I watch that plays StarCraft, Thermal, I love him. I'm on another binge of him in the bathtub on my iPad. That's what I'm watching. When I go to bed, that's often who I'm watching. Okay, him playing StarCraft. He's amazing, and he never shuts up. He's talking the whole time, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, like, he is constantly talking and telling you what he's doing, and it's fun to watch. Okay, but if he did a live stream where he was just like, "Hey guys, let's talk about my life," I wouldn't care. And I know I wouldn't care because it happened with another guy named Chubby Emu. Chubby Emu does. He's an Asian guy. I don't know what nationality. He's American, but I don't know where he's from. But just if you find him, he's Asian. Okay. And he's a doctor, and he starts out to show his video every time like this. EM presented to the emergency room with a hurt stomach or something like that. And he does it like this, presented to the emergency room. And then he explains what happened, to how they got to the emergency room, how it affected them, you know, what the effect of that thing that happened to them happens to the body, how it could have happened. It's a really great in-depth, you know, medical drama kind of thing where he's explaining it, right? And his production quality has just gotten only better and better over time. And one time he was doing a live stream, and I was like, oh no, bro. I don't want to see your live stream. I don't care about your live stream. And PewDiePie, I unsubscribed for him when he, I was watching him for the meme stuff. That's what I cared about. The minute he went back to Minecraft, I was gone. I unsubscribed. I didn't watch him for like a year or two. And now, frankly, he's not interesting to me anymore. The way, the content he does now, just not my style. He's happy, and that's fine. And I love PewDiePie a lot. He's a real good guy, right? Never met him. And he used Japanese from zero. Him and Marzia were using Japanese from zero. That was kind of cool for me. But nothing against him. Not enough time in the day for me to watch his stream. So I've got to keep that in my mind as well. I got to keep grounding myself, because I should be happy the fact that I have this many viewers on this channel, you know? I should be happy that I have that many subscribers, even if they're not watching the newer videos. At least they took the effort to subscribe, right? PewDiePie. Did I say it wrong? PewDiePie. I'm sorry. Pack of Disco says it's 10 a.m. and I just finished a night shift, randomly caught the video. Yes. Jaku, are you a guy or a girl? Because you're calling me cute, and I'm hoping you're a girl. That'd be nice. By the way, I've been watching Big Bang Theory. That is an amazingly fun show. Oh my God, do I love Big Bang Theory. I'm on season 4, I think, right now. I bought the complete Blu-ray. I've been getting into Blu-rays because I like to watch commentary and stuff like that. But oh my God, that show is fantastically fun for me. That's so fun. Did he ever, hang on. Oh no, PewDiePie? No. I just know that here's how I found out that he had the book. Marzia made a video before she quit YouTube. That's his wife now. She used to be big on YouTube as well. And she's Italian. And she had a video called My Favorites. And she was like, I love these blue jeans. These are great blue jeans. You know, and she's talking about the blue jeans. And she's like, also, she goes like this. Also, I've been studying Japanese and I really love this book. And me and Felix, they both were studying with this book. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. You know who else uses my book? Or was using it for a while? Markiplier. Him and his mother. I caught him on a stream. Someone sent me the link. They were both using Korean from zero. She was like somewhere with the book and he was somewhere with the book. And she was reading him the sentences from the book. And I was like, that's cool. Come on. Two of the biggest YouTubers out there were using my books. I was super happy about that. Okay, Jaku, you're not a cute girl. Well, all right. I did reach out. It was kind of sad because Marzia linked to eBay for the book and they had like only 1 or 2 copies. So they had a dead link and I commented, I was like, oh, could you please Could you please put the Amazon link so I can at least get some sales? Because dude, I would have had so many more sales if it was like a direct link to Amazon, but it wasn't. So sad. Very sad. Yeah. So anyway, so tomorrow they're coming to get my studio back up. I bought some new lights. I'm gonna change the arrangement of that studio. Hopefully it'll be better. And then I'm gonna start making. This is what I'm gonna be working on. N3 content. You're like, that looks like Korean. It is. This book's got like a bunch of resources for N3. That's my new goal. I've been looking up on N4 content as well, just to make sure I got everything. Been reading this book right here. Good stuff. That's how I got the idea for that video I did. The last video I did on Japanese from Zero. I kind of was like, oh yeah, I just taught that the other day, but I didn't teach that way of saying it. So anyway, guys, look, it was fun while it lasted. I think I've exhausted all the questions that you guys probably have. I'm gonna go now. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time. I'm not gonna do a mix at the end like I do normally because I don't have the big screen. But thanks for coming. I'll see you all another day. I don't know when that will be, but I hope you'll come and hang out when I do. Bye, guys.